my first grade kiddos. I hope everybody had a wonderful day today. I know it looked a little different than we're used to, and from the teacher end, it was a little more chaotic than we're used to. It's a little easier when everybody's there in person and right there with us, but that's okay. We'll get it figured out, and I think today still went really well. If you have any questions still about anything, make sure to contact Mrs. Fisher or I. You can email us, class tag, whatever works best for you. And, of course, we'll be at the school 8 to 3 again tomorrow, just like every day. Tonight, I just wanted to share a book that I always read the first day of school. It's called First Day Jitters. And I had hoped to get this shared a little earlier today, but it didn't work out that way. So maybe you all can still watch it tonight as a little treat. So First Day Jitters. There's a little surprise at the end of the story. I want to see if anybody can figure out what the surprise is going to be. Sarah, dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss your first day at your new school, do you? So some of us might be new to Wallens. I know a lot of us have been there before, but what was new to us is the way that we're learning this year through virtual learning. So everybody was probably a little bit nervous about how that would work out. So kind of like you'd be nervous if you went to a new school like she's going to in the story. I'm not going, said Sarah, and pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. No, I'm not. I don't want to start over again. I don't like my new school, Sarah said. She tunneled down to the end of her bed. How can you not like your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never even been there before. Don't worry, you liked the other school, you'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends you'll meet there. That's just it. I don't know anybody, and it will be hard, and I just don't like it. Well, what will everyone think if you're not there? We told them you were coming. They will think that I am lucky, and they will wish that they were at home in the bed like me. Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I'm not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom, and she fumbled into her clothes. My head hurts, she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. They drove down the street. She couldn't breathe. And then they were there. I feel sick, said Sarah. Nonsense, said Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal, Mrs. Burton. Sarah slumped down in her seat. Oh, Sarah, Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on. I'll show you where to go. She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. Don't worry, everyone is nervous the first day, she said over her shoulder as Sarah rushed to keep up. So even the principal was a little bit nervous. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. The class looked up as Mrs. Burton cleared her throat. Class, attention please, said Mrs. Burton. And when the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, Class, I would like you to meet. Does anybody have a guess who they think Miss Sarah Jane Hartwell is going to be? Your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell. Did you expect that to be coming at the end? Did you think it was going to be the teacher? Well, that's okay if you didn't, but teachers do get nervous too, just like kids do sometimes. And so even though this is year number 11 for me in the classroom, I still get a little bit nervous that first day, and you just get those little bit of butterflies in your stomach. So I just wanted to take a minute to share and let you all know that if you were a little bit nervous about starting virtual learning today, it's okay. Everybody was a little bit nervous about it. It's new to all of us, but just hang in there. We'll get it together. And I hope that you all have a wonderful night and a great day tomorrow.